Hello, kids. It's very hard to find anything in this place. I just want you to know. First of all, the studio is way smaller than it should be. But yeah, this is just a project where I drew this guy named Rick Karani. And Rick does not look like that. But to me, he might, his kind of wavy, wacky energy, his fun ways, his kind of kid-like. I don't know, I just read into the people and just do my best to get what I could capture. This is a good way to bring people into my world. And why I use a skull is that the tradition of artists would always paint skulls. You always had, Caravaggio had like 40 skulls in his house. And there's art history in there. You have like some kind of woman, and she is wearing, some type of dress that I wouldn't wear, some type of fancy Victorian dress. These are through screen printing. That's like another process. I work with these with ABC No Rio, Gary Boak. I always do think in a way of space, and I try to see things not flat, and I really try to create as much texture, even if it's just through 3 lines, that create something with the illusion of depth. People randomly say, "What is this?" I hear that a lot, like, "What is that?" It's figurative abstraction, that's basically what it is. I use a lot of my own images and cut them up and then repaste them and retwist them and reprint them, because then you're messing with your own time. I really like messing with time, because if everyone believes in time and a clock, then everyone's stressed and angry and rushing. If you distort time and reality, then you're in a peaceful spot. So that a lot of my work is about that too. A lot of the lines keep shifting. It's not because I'm delusional or I have like Alzheimer's, God forbid, maybe one day, but I really love just playing with time, and being able to capture that in a frame, to layer it, to warp it, to twist it, to bend it. I didn't grow up to be an artist. I made drawings as a kid. I didn't really see them as art. My parents aren't artists. It wasn't like, oh, we're going to send you to art school. You're going to be in this academy. You're going to do all this stuff. It was just very natural. I just couldn't stop. I was really addicted to drawing or any type of coloring, art, all types of stuff. And then just through that consistent everyday lifestyle of, creating, the word spreads. So like, this kid's fucking drawing all the time. Maybe I shouldn't curse, but I was working at clubs like Palladium, and I would draw during it. I couldn't care less about any of the other stuff. So like thousands of people would see me drawing, and that just eventually, everyone said, "Why are you doing everything else?" And then people asking for stuff. Was selling stuff as a kid, just like 16. I'd be like, "Yeah, come to my mom's bedroom, and you could buy a piece." I mean, even my mom had me doing like illustrations for her book, and like she was a poet from Bushwick, and she would take me around to people's houses to meet, like they would do artist meets back then. My mom would meet up with someone, and my son does the drawing. So I would always be like the son who could do the drawing or play the guitar in the church band or do something creative. The better parts of me in art come out with her. I think inspiration is the constant work. So you don't need inspiration then, because you're constantly creating. I find inspiration in some of the worst things, some of the best things, mediocre things, like the whole range. Also, like all the materials, mixing everything together to find your own marks, to find, maybe it's not your own marks, whatever they are, just mixing everything together all the time, all day long. I try to slow down breathing and thinking and think about how bizarre it is to live, So I like to, deeply look into lots of lines and lots of things in life and explore them into art and expand on them, but I'm a deep, dark nerd, as soon as I get up, I try to just start writing down ideas from dreams, try to have a practice not just in the studio, but also in nature and life too. And my whole life is devoted to doing this. Not doing this to expand my popularity. I'm doing it because I really feel this is what I'm meant to do. What's the real deal? Let me think. I just found out Michal and Alan is two different people. That's a good name for a piece. Friends come and go. People, art friends come and go so fast. It's like you couldn't repeat the Basquiat movie quicker but every artist dropping dead if you couldn't try faster. Blah 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 blah.